My hands are trembling as I sit here, trying to make sense of the bomb that just dropped on my life. I'm Daniel, 34, and 2 hours ago, I overheard my fiancée, Sarah, 30, on the phone, giggling about how she faked a terminal illness to lock me into proposing. "He's so gullible," she said, her voice dripping with smugness. "He'll never walk away now." I'm still reeling, my chest tight with betrayal, but I need to get this out. We met 3 years ago at a coffee shop. I spilled my latte, she laughed, and we clicked instantly. Sarah was a graphic designer, always sketching in her notebook. I'm a high school math teacher, steady and unremarkable. Our life was simple, movie nights, hikes, her teasing me about my terrible cooking. Perfectly normal until 4 months ago, when she came home pale and shaking, clutching a doctor's letter. She said she had pancreatic cancer, stage 4, maybe 6 months left. I was gutted. She cried in my arms, begging me to propose so she could leave this world knowing we were forever. I didn't hesitate. Who would? We got engaged 2 weeks later, a quiet dinner with her parents and my sister. Her best friend, Tara, was there, but she kept fidgeting, avoiding my eyes. I thought it was grief. Now I know better. Sarah showed me medical papers, talked about experimental treatments, and I believed every word. Why wouldn't I? When someone you love says they're dying, you don't question it. You just hold them tighter. But tonight, her laughter on that call cracked my world open. She thinks she's won, but I'm not the fool she takes me for. Not anymore. The past few hours have been a blur, but as I sit in the dark of our living room, replaying everything, the red flags start glowing like neon signs. Sarah's still asleep upstairs, oblivious to the storm brewing in my head. It's 2 a.m., and I can't stop thinking about how I missed it all. For months ago, when she told me about the cancer, I was too wrecked to question her. She'd handed me a crumpled letter from Dr. Ellis at St. Mary's Hospital, detailing her diagnosis. I didn't even read it closely, just saw the official letterhead and her tears, and that was enough. She said she wanted to get engaged fast, before the treatments drained her. I proposed the next week, thinking I was giving her hope. But now pieces don't fit. Like how Tara acted at our engagement dinner. Shifting in her seat, barely speaking, leaving early with some excuse about a headache. I'd chalked it up to her being overwhelmed, but maybe she knew something. Then there was last month, when I offered to drive Sarah to her chemo session. She flipped out, yelling that she needed space, that seeing her hooked to machines would break me. I backed off, feeling guilty for pushing. She even smashed a mug against the counter, shards everywhere, screaming about how I didn't trust her. I cleaned it up, apologized, and let it go. Tonight, though, I remembered something else. She'd been exhausted from treatment last week, but I caught her humming in the kitchen, cooking pasta like nothing was wrong. No nausea, no weakness, just Sarah, radiant as ever. How did I not see it? Love blinded me, but now my eyes are wide open, and I'm starting to wonder what else she's hiding. By morning, the fog of disbelief had burned away, leaving something icy in its place. I'm not shaking anymore. My hands are steady as I sip my coffee, watching Sarah flit around the kitchen like nothing's wrong. She's humming again, tossing her hair, complaining about a treatment headache. It's an act, and I'm done playing the audience. Last night, after that phone call, I couldn't sleep. I crept downstairs, grabbed her phone from the counter while she showered, and saw it. A text from Tara. "Sarah, this is insane. Tell Daniel the truth before it's too late." My gut twisted, but I kept scrolling. There it was, messages about borrowing hospital stationery from her brother, a nurse, and links to cancer forums. She'd bragged, "He's so whipped, he'll never suspect a thing." I snapped photos of it all, my breath shallow but my mind sharp. She doesn't know I know. When she got out of the shower, I handed her phone back, smiling like everything was fine. Today, I called Tara. She broke instantly, voice trembling as she admitted Sarah planned this for months, faking the diagnosis to secure me. She'd even bought a bald cap she never used, just for show. I recorded her confession on my phone. Every word fuel for what's coming. This afternoon, Sarah came home chipper. No trace of the chemo fatigue she'd faked yesterday. I watched her pretend to pop a pill, probably a mint, and mutter about feeling sick. I nodded, played along, but inside, I was stone. I've already talked to a lawyer. Sarah thinks she's trapped me, but I'm the one setting the snare now. She's planning a recovery party next month. Perfect. I'll let her build her stage, then I'll tear it down. It's been 2 weeks since I found out, and living with Sarah is like watching a one-woman play I can't escape. Every morning, she puts on her show, swallowing what I now know are sugar pills she passes off as meds, sighing dramatically about how drained she feels. She'll slump on the couch, clutching her stomach, then perk up the second she thinks I'm not looking. It's almost impressive how seamless her lies are. Almost. I'm playing my part too, bringing her tea, asking gentle questions about her treatments, but my eyes are everywhere, cataloging every slip. Last Tuesday, I followed her. She said she had a chemo appointment at St. Mary's, so I took a long lunch and parked across from the hospital. She never showed. Instead, I spotted her at a cafe downtown, laughing with Tara over iced lattes, her cheeks flushed with health. I snapped photos through my car window, the timestamp glaring. 1:15 p.m., right when she'd claimed to be hooked 2 and 4. Yesterday, she left her medical file on the table, a laughable mess of printed PDFs with a blurry hospital logo. I scanned it while she napped. It's fake, down to the typos. The real gold came last night. I asked about her doctor, casual-like, and she spun a tale about Dr. Ellis adjusting her meds. I called every oncology department in the city today, no Dr. Ellis. She's getting sloppy, too confident in her con. She's even started hinting at a miracle recovery she'll announce soon. I nod along, stomach churning, but my plan's solidifying. She thinks I'm her puppet, but I'm cutting the strings one lie at a time. The lawyer says to keep it up, document everything. So I do, and I wait. Sarah's in her element now, practically buzzing with excitement as she plans her big moment. She's decided her recovery party will be at her parents' house next month, a celebration of her miracle survival. She's been scribbling notes for her speech, leaving them around like trophies. I couldn't have beaten this without Daniel's love. It's a twisted script, and she's cast me as the devoted hero. I play along, smiling as she shows me party invites on her laptop, but inside, I'm wiring my exit. 3 weeks to go, and I'm ready. I've been methodical. Tara's guilt has made her my ally. She sent me screenshots of Sarah gloating. Daniel's too nice to leave a dying girl. It's foolproof. There's even a photo of Sarah trying on that bald cap, laughing. I've got her cafe pics, the fake medical file, and a recording from last night. She rambled about Dr. Ellis while I secretly taped it. My lawyer's thrilled. The evidence is airtight. I've started siphoning money into a new account, small amounts she won't notice. The divorce papers are drafted, tucked away in my desk. Sarah's pushing the narrative hard now. Yesterday, she teared up, saying she wants a baby, now that I'm getting better, showing me tiny socks she ordered online. I hugged her, while rising, and said, "Soon, babe." She bought it, grinning like she'd won. She's invited everyone, her family, my sister, our friends, even her boss who gave her paid leave. They'll all be there, expecting a triumph. She has no clue it's her undoing I'm orchestrating. Tara's in, too. She'll back me up when the time comes. 3 weeks of this charade left, and then the curtain falls. I'm counting the days. The day arrived like a storm I'd been tracking for weeks. Sarah's recovery party was in full swing at her parents' house. Pink balloons, a survivor banner, her beaming like she'd conquered death. I got there early, helping set up chairs, playing the doting fiancé one last time. Tara was there, pale and twitchy, shooting me a look that said she was ready. By 3 p.m., the backyard was packed, her parents, my sister, friends, about 25 people total. Sarah clinked her glass, voice trembling with fake emotion. Daniel and I have incredible news, she started, reaching for my hand. I stood before she could finish. Yeah, we do. I pulled out my phone, heart steady. Sarah, why don't you explain these? I swiped to the cafe photos, her laughing during chemo, and held them up. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Her face froze, eyes darting. And these texts. I continued, showing her messages to Tara. He's too whipped to suspect. Then the fake medical file, pixelated and pathetic. There was no cancer, was there? The silence was deafening. Sarah stammered. Daniel, what are you doing? Her voice cracked, but I pressed on. Tara, tell them. Tara stood, shaking. She made it up. Said it'd make Daniel stay. I'm so sorry. Chaos erupted. Sarah's mom sobbed. Her dad shouted, Is this true? Sarah lunged at me, screaming, You're lying. But I stayed calm. Show them the text where you said I'd never leave a dying girl. She froze, then collapsed into tears, angry, fake ones. I pulled out the divorce papers. Sign now, or this goes to everyone you know. She signed, hands shaking, as her brother held her back. I walked out, her wails fading behind me. The air felt lighter as I drove away from that backyard battlefield, but the storm wasn't over. By evening, my phone was buzzing, texts from my sister, calls from friends, all reeling from what went down. Sarah didn't waste time. She posted a frantic Facebook status claiming I'd twisted everything, painting herself as a victim of my cruelty. I didn't argue, just uploaded the screenshots. Her texts to Tara, the cafe photos, the fake medical file. Within an hour, her post was drowning in comments calling her out. She deleted it by midnight, but the damage was done. Tara texted me later, saying Sarah had been calling everyone, spinning new lies, that it was a misdiagnosis she'd been too scared to correct. No one bought it. Her Instagram, once full of cancer journey posts, prayer hands, and hospital selfies, turned into a war zone. Followers dropped like flies. People who'd sent her sympathy cards demanded answers. Her boss messaged me, furious. She'd taken weeks of paid leave, claiming treatments, while posting latte art from downtown. He's reporting her for fraud. Then she showed up at my apartment. 11 p.m., banging on the door, screaming, You ruined me. I didn't open it, just let the doorbell camera catch her meltdown. She was in yoga pants and a hoodie. No trace of the sick Sarah she'd played. I did it for us, she yelled, tears streaking her face. I watched the footage later, her voice raw with panic, and felt nothing but relief. Our mutual friends started blocking her. My sister said Sarah's parents won't even take her calls. She thought she'd trapped me, but her web's unraveling fast. The internet's doing the rest. I'm just watching it burn. A week after the party, Sarah's collapse picked up speed, and I didn't even have to lift a finger. I was mowing my lawn Saturday morning when I heard tires screech. Sarah's car pulled up, and out stormed her older sister, Lisa, who'd always been her loudest cheerleader. They started yelling right there on my grass, Lisa's voice cutting through the air like a blade. You're not sick. You're a monster, she shouted, face red with fury. I grabbed my coffee and watched from the porch, letting it play out. Lisa wasn't just mad about me. Turns out Sarah had dipped into their family's emergency fund, money Lisa's husband had set aside for their son's asthma treatments, claiming it was for her cancer meds. She'd promised to pay it back once she was better. Lisa found the bank statements yesterday, and the truth hit her like a freight train. Do you know how many people actually die from this? And you're out here lying. Lisa screamed. Sarah tried to deflect, sobbing about how she needed Daniel. But Lisa wasn't having it. You need help, not him. Neighbors peeked out, phones in hand, recording as Lisa tore into her. Then Tara dropped the real bomb. She'd posted a video online, spilling how Sarah had faked a car accident years ago for insurance cash and skimmed from their girls' trip fund. It went viral locally, racking up thousands of views. Lisa referenced it, throwing it in Sarah's face. You've been a liar forever. Sarah's excuses dissolved into wails, but Lisa just walked away, leaving her crumpled by the curb. I didn't say a word, just sipped my coffee as Sarah's own family delivered the justice I hadn't even planned. Her world's ash now, and I'm not stoking the fire. 3 weeks later, the dust settled, and I'm finally breathing again. Sarah's gone, literally. Her car peeled out of town yesterday, headed to her aunt's place 2 states over, according to Lisa. The divorce is rolling smoothly. Her lawyer told her to sign off quick or face a fraud lawsuit with all my evidence. She didn't fight it. Smartest move she's made in months. Her job's history, too. Her boss fired her after those leave scam selfies surfaced. She's a ghost around here now, blocked by half the city. Her cancer survivor posts mocked into oblivion. The end came quietly. Her last stand was a weepy Instagram apology, something about fear of losing love and needing therapy. It got no traction. Her own cousin, a leukemia survivor, commented, "You don't get to play victim after faking this." Her parents cut her off too. Lisa said they're ashamed, done bailing her out. The community's wrath did the rest. People who donated to her treatment fund are livid. Tara's organizing refunds from what's left. Sarah texted me one final time last night. "Happy now? I've lost everything." I typed back, "You built that mess, not me," then blocked her. No point in more words. I poured a whiskey after, sat on my couch, and felt free. My sister asked if I regretted the public takedown. I don't. I didn't ruin Sarah. She did that herself, weaponizing pity, turning friends into pawns. I just lit the match. Her lies were the fuel. Today, I'm starting fresh. New bank account, new locks, no more shadows. Some might call it harsh, but the truth isn't revenge, it's just gravity. She fell because she climbed a lie too high. I'm done looking back. Tomorrow's mine.